My name's LaSundra Brown. I'm an electrical engineer here at ESD. I work in the cost studio, but I've been known to hop about a little bit and support other studios. I mostly do work for Northwestern, which is the downtown campus, and it's a lot of renovation projects where a lot of times we're modifying existing infrastructure. Sometimes it's going to be quite dated. You know, that's a specific skill set. That's a special skill set to figure out how to get juice from an existing system and to make some of those systems code compliant to today's code. But I think I was always an engineer in the making, because at home, my dad was really big on public television, Channel 11, WTTW here in Chicago. And anything science, nature, Nova, we were plugged into it. Just grab all the kids and we were sitting there plugged into it. So he really introduced that science and things to all of us. And we all in our own way took on to that, latched onto it. And then I began to be given all of these problems to solve at home that my mom didn't want to be bothered with. You know, it may have started with hanging curtains and how to solve this. I mean, you know, there's some elaborate curtains and curtain rod systems in this world. I began to solve these problems. How tall, how it needs to close. And little, just like almost like David in the Bible, who before he kills Goliath, he slays the bear. He has all of these gradual things that built his confidence, helped grow him before he ended up with this ultimate, you know, challenge that he was faced with. And I look back on my life and I see I was being groomed and developed to solve problems, you know, as a kid. So, and DIY projects at my house, you know, I'm always doing something there. I have all the power tools, you know, I'm that kind of girl, you know, a wet saw for tile cutting, a multi-tool, angle grinder. I have all the good stuff to do all the right stuff the right way. So I figure it out, you know, I guess that's part of the engineering me, you know. Look it up, figure it out, and then when the pros get to the house, like, oh, who did this project? Oh, this is great, looks good. I was like, yeah. You know, lately, I have been trying to do some traveling, you know, something I've always wanted to do, never really made time to do. And recently, I took my first trip to New York as a birthday present to myself, because I love Broadway too. And one of the plays I've always wanted to see on Broadway was Phantom of the Opera, and so I got a chance to do that. I also did one of those New York tours. I paid for one of those tours. Oh man, we had the greatest tour guide. Yeah, I'll be back for sure. I'll be going back, and it just reminds me of things like that I didn't get to do in Chicago. Recently here, we did the Ledge. My daughter and her boyfriend were in town, and so we did that. I didn't have the guts to step out on a ledge this time. It's not my first time up there, but I just couldn't do it. I let them do it. You know, that's one of my favorite things, just finding excuses to get together with family and having those gut-wrenching laughs, you know, a glass of wine, music playing in the background, all ages at the table, you know. Just I think about that and it just makes me smile. We love Uno in my family because, you know, all kids can play. Young kids, older people can play. I'm trying to win in Chicago. I haven't had a chance. I have all these people at my house. I feed them. I give them drinks, you know, and I don't win. I'm like, I think you're in my house and you're cheating in this game. And that's just part of the fun part.
Thank you.